Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since I made a video on this channel because I was quite busy with work, family stuff, life in general, I would say. But I'm back and because there's been quite a lot of stuff going on with Xbox, I want to focus on Xbox today. I want to talk about their third-party strategy because looks like they are really going full steam ahead with that. No red lines, as Phil Spencer say. I want to talk about future of Xbox as a platform, as a service, as a hardware as well. So that's what I really want to focus today. Not one particular thing, but Xbox overall. So I've spoken quite a lot about PlayStation before. I took a break from YouTube. And I'll get back to that as well, because genuinely speaking, on this channel moving forward, I want to talk about not only Xbox, but actually I want to focus more on hardware stuff, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo PC stuff as well. So you will find variety of things on this channel. But yeah, let's go back to Xbox because I'm still kind of an Xbox guy really at heart. And there's stuff that I like about Xbox. There's stuff that I don't necessarily like or I agree with what they do. But hey, I mean, I'm not in charge of Xbox, right? So it is what it is. So first off, let's talk about their big third-party strategy, right? And looks like they're really going full steam ahead with that. No red lines, like Phil Spencer said in one of the interviews a couple of days or weeks ago, I think. What does it mean? I mean, it means that there's not a single game that we could say, no, this game will never appear on other platforms like PlayStation or Nintendo, right? So literally every single Xbox game could potentially show up on other platforms like PlayStation and Nintendo. And just to back this up, a couple of days ago, there were some rumors suggesting that even Forza Horizon 5 is in development or is in porting process, or maybe I think it was even it has been ported already, but it has been kind of on pause when it comes to publishing this game for now, for whatever reason. But sounds like the port is either already finished or close to be finished. I'm talking about Forza Horizon 5 port for PlayStation 5. So I guess it's just a matter of time when that game is going to release for PlayStation. And with that game, which really is one of the most iconic Xbox franchises, like Phil Spencer said, no red line. So literally every single Xbox game could potentially come to PlayStation at some point in the future. Looks like their strategy right now is depending on, I guess, I don't know, release schedule on, or whether or not a game have already been on PlayStation in the past. They either offer a game day one for both Xbox and PlayStation, or if a game is a new IP or has not been on PlayStation before, they just release these games later, right, for other platforms. So a good example, for example, this year, was there a game that was released simultaneously for both? I don't think. I mean, yeah, Call of Duty, right? I guess. Yeah, obviously. But at the same time, like Indiana Jones, it's coming to PlayStation next year. It's already on Xbox, right? It's a new IP. So I guess they treat it as a Xbox timed exclusive. Like next year we're going to get the Outer Worlds 2. This game is going to be a day one PlayStation 5 game as well, even though it's an Xbox first party game now. But the first game was on PlayStation, so they offer this game as a PlayStation day one game as well. Another game, Doom the Dark Ages, right? Like Doom games have always been on PlayStation, so they offer these games day one. But at the same time, Starfield, Hellblade 2, these two games are still only on Xbox and PC. So Will they ever come to PlayStation? Probably they will. Now the real question is when. Same goes for other probably titles like what's the name? The game that is coming out in spring of 2025, the South of Midnight. There we go. So it's a new IP. That game has never been on any platform really, so it has not been on PlayStation. So this game will probably come to Xbox first. We still don't have the date, but sounds like it's going to be spring. There's some rumors about March. So it's probably going to come to Xbox first in March, and 12 months later probably will come to PlayStation as well, and Switch 2 probably as well, because we need to talk about that as well, because we focus on games coming to PlayStation at the moment, because Switch is too weak, literally too technically weak to run most of these games, right? So that's why there's been only a handful of games released for Switch. I'm talking about Xbox games. But once Switch 2 is out, and it sounds like it's going to be very close to Xbox Series S kind of capabilities, power, supporting these games for Nintendo Switch will not be a problem, right? Especially that it's probably going to come with more RAM, and raw power is one thing, but it will offer upscaling and that kind of stuff, maybe even better CPU, who knows. So these games will have no problem running on Switch 2. So get ready for a lot of announcements from Nintendo saying that, oh, this and that Xbox game is coming to Nintendo Switch 2 in the future, right? I mean, when it's released, because sounds like we still will have to wait for that console to release at least another 6 months or so. So that's their Microsoft third-party stuff. Am I a fan of it? I mean, I'm not totally against it, right? It's just I feel because here's the question, what do they want to become? And I'll talk about it in a minute, fully. But I think they are doing stuff a little bit too fast. And meaning that they don't necessarily treat Xbox console owners, maybe not necessarily, I don't really want to say that they treat them badly, because, Xbox guys get those games day one in Game Pass and that kind of stuff. So the console is getting used, if you know what I mean. There's plenty of games coming to Xbox, and they even made a lot of deals with Japanese developers, there's a lot of Japanese and Asian kind of games coming to Xbox overall. So it's not bad, but the whole perception, so what I mean is that they don't necessarily care about Xbox as a console per se. It's not their focus anymore. And I think that I thought that they would do it, I guess, slower. I guess that's the word, but hey, it is what it is. They just go full steam ahead. They want to make as much money as they can right now, and that's their new strategy. Okay, so let's talk about wider strategy. So they don't focus on Xbox as a console much, but hey, they do really care about PC right now, about growth on PC. So this is the big difference, right? When it comes to Xbox, they don't believe, and I guess they've got some data to back this up, they don't believe that they can grow much on Xbox as a console anymore. And even Phil Spencer, a year ago, said that, they've got these, how many millions, tens of millions of Xbox users on both Xbox One still. Can you believe that at least half of Xbox at least half of Xbox users is still on that old console. There's also still people playing on Xbox 360. I mean, I've got one, but there's still a lot of people using Xbox One and Xbox One X consoles. Let's say that there's 60, 70, 80 million of Xbox console users right now. Let's just say 60 for now. So I guess that's and what Phil Spencer says is that like we're not growing on that market. They even kind of losing some people because more and more people are shifting. Like some people shift to PlayStation, so other to PC, and that's where the PC focus is, and PlayStation as well. But like obviously this is not their platform, but PC, yes, it's their platform. I mean, not completely, not fully, right? Not as a whole, but like they own Xbox, they own Windows, and they want to take advantage of it, and that's where their focus is right now. They want to grow PC market, Xbox PC market, if you know what I mean. That's why they focus on PC right now that much. That's why Game Pass is cheaper on PC. That's why there's this big push towards better Xbox app experience. They are adding more and more games to Xbox and Windows Store, which is a good news, and I'll probably talk about it in a separate video because that's a very interesting thing that's going on over there. So like their focus right now is that on PC, because they know Xbox is not growing. I mean, sure, they could grow Xbox a little bit, but I don't think they think it's worth the money spent there. I think they think that it's wiser to spend money on PC right now and just keep the current Xbox base as it is, even if it's actually kind of like numbers are going down a little bit. I think they want to grow PC because it's a huge market, and PC market is actually growing big time this time around, right? I mean, Steam is breaking records like every month. Like there's more and more people shifting to PC because PC is actually much better than it used to be. So yeah. And that's why Xbox is focusing on PC and also cloud a little bit. Let's talk about cloud just for a minute or two, because cloud, I think they are growing that thing, but slower than they thought that it would grow. Also, like there's still a lot of technical issues with cloud. Like the quality is not that great in comparison to even PlayStation, not to mention like GeForce experience. How do they call that streaming, GeForce streaming thing? I forgot the name of it, but you know what I mean, right? Like, you get much better experience there. So like there's still a lot of work to be done there, but I think that they don't really necessarily want to spend as much money on that because like just Gordon said, like the cost of running this service is actually pretty high as well. So they want to have a foothold there. They want to have the technology, and once that makes more business sense, they will probably spend more money there. But they already advertising Xbox as a platform, and they say you can play in the cloud, you can play on TVs, you can play on all kinds of devices, just streaming and stuff. So yeah, I mean the investment is there as well. So where does the Xbox, like future Xbox, fits into the whole new Xbox strategy? Yeah, it fits there quite nicely, but don't expect Xbox as a hardware to be their focus anymore, right? That's not going to happen ever. It's not like PlayStation or Nintendo, where these devices that you go and buy is the main focus, because these consoles are means for these companies to bring you to their ecosystems, right? I mean, yes, sure, PlayStation also release games for PC and stuff, so they kind of expand as well, but Nintendo is just still focused on that console, right? Well, Xbox, they are everywhere. Now, will that pay off? It may, because in general, I think that if you've got, it's all about diversity, right? It's like they not focus on one thing, so they don't ditch Xbox, right? They're not trying to get rid of it. Like Xbox as a console, and that console ecosystem that produces a lot of money for them, right? So they will still keep it, they will still support it, it's there, right? Will they promote it like PlayStation? They won't, because it's there for them. They know that. I mean, they think they're not going to grow. With PC, they grow there because there's growth there, right? So they want to have basically they want to have a little bit of everything, really, right? Will that, like I said, will that pay off? Potentially, right? Like I guess the diversity is good, because like also it gives us choice where we want to play. I can play on my Xbox, I can play on my PC, I can play on via cloud on my, well, not my TV, or other TVs that actually do support it. My TV is out, so it doesn't support it, but I can buy myself like this the Amazon Fire Stick, and I can plug it into my TV, and I can play games via that device, right? I can play on my PC streaming, or I can play even on my work laptop if I want via browser. I can connect to xCloud and play games there, right? So this is the thing, right? Xbox just offers, or they want to be a not only third-party publisher per se, but they want to offer kind of the whole ecosystem, right? Where they've got games, they've got publishing arms, they've got hardware, they've got streaming service, they've got PC market, they've got their store not only on Xbox but also on PC. They are building the mobile store as well, but Google and Apple is blocking that. So that's where they kind of failed, and I think that's why they are not necessarily full steam ahead when it comes to xCloud, because I think they still need that revenue from mobile. That's when they will start porting, and not necessarily porting all games, but investing more in that. But they want to be everywhere. They want to reach as many gamers as possible via different means, they want to build this huge platform that offers different games via different means, via different devices, and genuinely speaking, that's a good thing for consumer, right? I know how console gamers going to feel, and at first I was like, what the hell are they doing? But from business perspective, it makes sense, right? But at the end of the day, for me personally, what I care about is that I get all these, kind of cool games from these studios, and that's what we are getting. And these games are actually getting better and better. That I get these games via Game Pass, so I pay for Ultimate and actually get some good discounts and stuff. So I'm not paying much. I get to pay for like the service per month, and I get to play all these games via service, not only first party but also third party games. And on top of that, like I can play games on my PC, the same games I play on Xbox, and they play better. And on top of that, like PC offers me like so many more variety when it comes to options. I can upgrade my PC, and I did. I'll talk about it soon on the channel as well. And these games just run better, look better, and PC offers me ultra wide support monitor. I've got like a nice OLED monitor here, and it plays great. The games are great. I still use my Xbox, still play games on Xbox, especially the games that I used to buy and still haven't played them. Some of these games I can play on PC, but not all of them. Not every Xbox game is play anywhere, which is which is unfortunate. But I spoken about the fact that they are growing the PC market. They are building the PC store and Xbox and PC Xbox app. But I'll talk about it in a different video, because I want to focus on that. So genuinely speaking, Xbox is changing, Xbox is evolving, Xbox is a totally different company, Microsoft division, I guess, with a totally different goals than 4 years ago or 8 years ago. I understand why people don't like it. People got used to the whole Xbox is Xbox is the only player where I play, so I guess. But at the same time, if you play only on Xbox, you're not really losing anything, right? Like the fact that Microsoft is offering some of these games for other platforms, like that's not really taking away anything from you per se, right? You still get to play these great games, right? So yeah, Xbox is actually not going anywhere. They will still make a new Xbox. It's going to be closer to PC. Sounds like it when it comes to new operating system and that kind of stuff. It's supposed to offer some sort of integration with Steam, maybe some other PC stores as well. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, guys, my first video after a while, quite long. Now I'm getting sore throat because of that. Yeah, I was a little bit sick recently as well, so I'm not fully recovered yet. But listen, guys, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, this summary, and my thoughts on it. I will try to make at least one video per day, maybe one video, every other day. We'll see how that goes, but for now, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for support. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.